Hello there. Thank you for watching the Uganda Catholic Television. It is a Friday, 18th day of July 2025. Welcome to Uctv News with me, Sunday Gloria Abwoch. The Electoral Commission has rescheduled the presidential nomination dates to September 23rd to 24th of 2025, moving them earlier from the initially planned October 2nd to 3rd timeline. Announcing the changes, Electoral Commission Chairperson Justice Simon Byabakama urged prospective presidential candidates to begin drafting their campaign schedules in preparation for the 2026 general elections season.
The Electoral Commission has adjusted the dates for the nomination of presidential elections, which was earlier scheduled to be conducted on the 2nd and 3rd of October 2025. The nominations will now take place on the 23rd and 24th September 2025. I repeat, nominations for presidential aspirants will take place on the 23rd and 24th September 2025, not 2nd and 3rd October, as earlier announced. The Commission has made this adjustment after taking into consideration the post-nomination processes that have to be concluded before the candidates hit or get on the campaign trail. These include the capturing of presidential nomination returns, production of ballot paper samples, harmonization of the campaign programs, and signing of the memorandum of undertaking by all the nominated candidates. After taking into account all the above, the Commission realized that if we were to maintain the earlier nomination dates, these post-nomination processes would drastically reduce the period available to the presidential candidates for the campaigns. The Commission will be announcing the start date for collecting the supporter forms along with the timelines for the collection of the signatures and submission to the Commission for verification of the supporters. Additionally, the Commission will announce the date for collection of nomination forms for parliamentary and local government councils elections, as well as the relevant nomination guidelines. Another point that I would like to address you upon is the clarification on establishment or verification of academic qualifications. The Commission wishes to clarify on the matter of establishing or verifying of one's academic qualifications with the Electoral Commission by aspirants in preparation for the general elections as follows. Aspirants who want to contest for office of the President or Member of Parliament or District or City Chairperson or Lord Mayor are required by law to have a minimum qualification of advanced level, standard, or its equivalent. That is in the law.
The John Paul II Justice and Peace Center, an institution committed to addressing social injustices in Uganda through research, advocacy, training, and collaboration, has launched a comprehensive assessment report on human trafficking in Uganda. The report previews an escalating crisis, identifying Uganda as a source, transit and destination country for trafficking in persons. Now, according to the findings, the Karamoja region is most affected by internal trafficking, while transnational trafficking is most prevalent in the central and western regions.
We view justice not as a technical abstraction, but as something deeply human. It must be delivered in a way that people can relate to, trust in, and benefit from. That is particularly important when we consider crimes such as human trafficking, which erode the very foundation of trust in our communities. So what is human trafficking? Human trafficking is one of the most severe and complex violations of human rights in the modern world. It is both a criminal offense and also a gross abuse of human dignity, impacting millions of individuals across all continents. Legally, human trafficking is defined under the United Nations Protocol to prevent, suppress, and punish trafficking in persons, especially women and children, commonly referred to as the Palermo Protocol. So what does this protocol say? Article 3 says, trafficking in persons shall mean the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring or receipt of persons by means of the threat or use of force or other forms of coercion, of abduction, of fraud, of deception, of the abuse of power, or of a position of vulnerability, or of the giving or receiving of payments or benefits to achieve the consent of a person having control over another person for the purpose of exploitation.
The issue at stake today is about human trafficking or trafficking in human person. This has been noticed as a very serious phenomenon here in Uganda, but also across the world. And we have gone through, first of all, the rationale of this research is the reality, the magnitude of these social issues is really now coming back to us. We have been receiving so many survivors, and if we go through various areas, people we have met are from various places here in Uganda. This research has concentrated on a few areas only, geographical areas. We know the central, the west, and Karamoja especially. All this was triggered by the influx of these Karamojan children here. And this has been so serious. Now, and as we look at the factors that really bring in this trafficking, we see number one is poverty. Poverty, as you could see already in the research, that accounts for more than 80%. Number two comes to a lack of employment, for people, even for graduates, and all this comes more or less to the same thing. It brings all to poverty. And then for Karamoja, of course, we have also the issues of insecurities and all that. But to tell you the truth, the factors of human trafficking or those which are contributing to human trafficking is rather something which has to be to do with the organization of our society.
As we come close to the World Day Against Trafficking, which is 30th July, and the World Day Against Trafficking celebrations are being organized by the coalition. There's a coalition of organizations that work in the trafficking space called Katipu. I just have a message for victims of trafficking, victims and survivors. The law has a redress for you. The PTIP Act, which is the law on trafficking in Uganda, has redress for you. You can report your cases. Police are able to support. You can reach out. The office of the you can reach out to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. It has a head of TIP department. The police also has TIP desks. HTI has desks around the country in different regions. You can still reach out. There's information for you. There's information on tipmap.ug about a victim services directory. Wherever you are, you can reach into that directory and just find where you lie and the services that you want. And you can reach out to a particular organizations for shelter, for skilling. All of these resources are available to you.
The Revolutionary People's Party, RPP, has filed a lawsuit against the Patriotic League of Uganda, PLU, accusing the group of illegally using the lion as a political symbol. Speaking to journalists in Mengo, RPP President Charles Mutasa Kafero stated that the RPP is a duly registered political party under Ugandan law and that the lion is one of its officially recognized symbols. He expressed concern that PLU's use of the same symbol has caused confusion amongst RPP members and the general public.
Olunaku lwa leero ekitulese mu mawulire oba okwogera eri eggwanga tuzze kutegeeza bana Uganda nti amateeka gagobererwe. Waliwo etteeka erikwata ku logo ne kala mu byobufuzi ne mu byobusuubuzi oba mu by'emirimu. Omuntu takkirizibwa kukozesa logo ya munne nga munne yamuweebwa mu mateeka. Naye olwaleero CDF General Muhoozi Kainerugaba mutabani wa President Museveni amenye etteeka yatandika ka organization kali awo kanafu bakaita PLU. Katika PLU yako tekaina simbo wabula bajja ne bakozesa simbo ya Revolutionary People's Party RPP efule ekibiina ekiwandiise mu mateeka g'eggwanga. NRM simbo yabwe basi, RPP simbo yaffe mpologoma. Naye Muhoozi agenda n'akwata ebipande byaffe ebipande bye byonna okwetolola eggwanga n'ateeka abawagizi be ne bateekako empologoma ate ne bateekako ne baasi. Ekyo nno kye bakola kimenya mateeka. Era bwe twalabye nga amenya amateeka ne tweddukira mu kkooti enkulu ey'eggwanga Uganda. Twekubira enduulu Muhoozi taddamu kukozesa simbo yaffe kubanga takkirizibwa. Bw'abanga ayagala kukozesa simbo ng'ate akozesa kala za yero atekeko baasi yaabwe. Ffe tetugenda kukozesa baasi. Naye nga bw'asazeewo n'akozesa logo oba simba etali ye twamutute mu kkooti mu mbuga z'amateeka. Era kino ekiwandiiko bakiyita weetaagibwa eno samoni yeetaagibwa mu kkooti abitebye. Nolwekyo ffe nga ba Revolutionary People's Party omulimu gwaffe omukulu kumuwabula n'okumuwoninga Muhoozi Kainerugaba wamu n'abawagizi be bonna gye bali mu ggwanga. Twetoolodde ebitundu by'eggwanga eby'enjawulo wano mu Central, mu West, mu North, mu East wonna, naye nga tusanga abantu ba Muhoozi bakozesa empologoma akabonero akatali kaabwe ekyo no kirese okubuzaabuza abantu baffe abamu balowooza nti oluusi tulina akakwate nabo twagala okutegeeza public nti tetulina akakwate konna nakabiina ke bayita PLU era tululagira akabiina ako ne mukama wako Muhoozi tebaddamu kukozesa mpologoma. Ekizibu kyaffe wekiri we wano kubanga eno y'empologoma eya RPP, eno y'empologoma eya PLU, eno eri mu mateeka, eno emenya amateeka. Kati abawagizi baffe okwetooloola eggwanga bagamba lwaki tulaba ba Muhoozi nga bakozesa empologoma ate nga namwe gye mukozesa muli kyekimu. Ekyo no kibuzaabuzizza abantu baffe bano bonna be mulaba batudde wano bakulembeze mu RPP era bammemba ba parliament beesimbyewo. Kati ebipande bye bakubisa biriko empologoma eyabaweebwa mu mateeka ate nga waliyo noono masikareeda ono asaatuukira ku simba etaliye. Era tuze kumugamba nti Muhoozi bw'oba tomanyi byabufuzi wakiri genda osome constitution ogitegeere ekyo kimu. Lwaki okozesa empologoma ku bipande bya yero ate nga ffe RPP tetulinamu yadde kala yero? Kala zaffe eri white, black, green ne red.
This is UCTV News. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more local stories.
UCTV, good news for all.
You are watching UCTV, good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Towoka, Ukute, the Business Show, Propeller, the Request Show and Sports, Evaluation by Hingaba Kuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a Noah car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773 597 166 or visit our website www.kasesegetradio.com. Kasese Get Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth.
Welcome back. Let's continue with stories making headlines at the local scene. President Yoweri Museveni, Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, has called on the military to deepen its grasp of modern warfare, emphasizing that success in contemporary battlefields hinges on a thorough mastery of both the science and art of military operations. The president made the remarks while officiating at the graduation ceremony of 413 officers and men who successfully completed the Armored Platoon, Armored Technical and Crew courses and the Wheeled Infantry Fighting Vehicle course at the Mechanized Warfare Training School in Karama, Mubende District.
In 6 months, mastering this equipment of tanks in the 4 courses that have been mentioned here. I want to congratulate you and pass you out today. As I told your commanders, war is an old science and an old art. It's both art and science. Science in the form of the equipment used, but art in the way you organize it and then in the way you utilize the equipment. So therefore, don't charm men on tanks. Don't think that tanks alone are a solution in war. You must package. We were talking about it. Your commanders will tell you how we are going to handle it. So I congratulate you. The modernization of UPDF is continuing. But as the Deputy CDF told you, those two words, loving yourself so that you don't die from diseases, from alcohol, from drugs, other problems, so that you remain healthy. But as he told you, loving your equipment, that was very, very precise. Because if you do not look after your equipment well, and especially if you are corrupt and you sell the lubricants, you sell the fuel, you sell the lubricants, when war comes, you will die. Because the tank will not help you. So, I congratulate you. I congratulate the Army. I congratulate the training team and you for doing a good job. Thank you, congratulations, and God bless you.
Your Excellency, today we have witnessed another level of firepower in our country. The precision we have just witnessed a few minutes ago speaks volumes. And it is my humble request that we maintain it. And it is our responsibility, all of us, right from the highest up to the lowest, and even build more on what we have just witnessed.
Your Excellency, sir, you are most welcome to the Mechanized Warfare College, Kalama, on this occasion of the pass out of Armor Platoon Command, Armor Technical, and Armor Basic Crew courses. It is our pleasure to have you here today, as always, to preside over this pass out, because it is during such occasions that we benefit from your wise counsel and guidance as trainers, and also the trainees get an opportunity to interface with you, the Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF, before being deployed.
And that's it with our foreign news stories. Let's take a look at what makes history today. And that's it for the Friday edition of Uctv News. My name is Sunday Gloria Abwoch. Do stay tuned to the Uganda Catholic Television. I do wish you the very best of the weekend.